Earlier today, I spoke with a new client. She is convinced, and probably rightfully so, that she has a good discrimination case. Spoke to her for about a half hour, looking for if there was a smoking gun. There's not. But that seems to be the norm in a lot of these employment discrimination cases.
Yep.
When you start your analysis of one of these, what's the structure? What do you begin with, and what are you looking for?
Thanks, Chris. This is an extremely common fact pattern that we have. Someone truly feels they're being discriminated against, that they were treated wrongly, but there isn't that, like you said, smoking gun. No one used a racial slur. No one made clear what their intentions were to discriminate. So how do we prove that it was discrimination? Now, the first thing I remind clients of is, please remember, we believe you, we're here to fight for you, but it is our obligation to prove this. We have the burden with the court. So first, start telling me about the business. Start telling me how things happened, and tell me a little bit about the structure, because what we're going to be looking for are the subtle clues, the hints that discrimination is happening but might not be outspoken. Things like the fact that all management positions might be all male or members of one race. Facts like that everything was going well until an employee got pregnant, and then all of a sudden things started going poorly. Facts that different opportunities might be given to members of one protected class but not another. What we want to do is make sure that we can show a pattern of practice of this things happening, and that we can build that our client was treated differently than other people who aren't in their protected class. If we get that, we might be able to prove discrimination even without a smoking gun.
Yes, and I tell clients all the time, don't worry about coming to us with terms, legal terms you learned on Google. We want to hear your story. Tell us your story and tell us the story of the company. Leave it to us. Let us put it together and see if we can make that connection and work with you to make it case.
And sometimes I tell employees too, call us even if you haven't quite been terminated yet. Maybe you've been passed over for a promotion. Maybe you haven't gotten these opportunities that other people have, and you're convinced that it's because of your race, your gender, your religion, or because you complained about something illegal, or because you got pregnant or did something else that's protected. You should be reaching out to an employment lawyer at that point to learn what your options are. And even if you don't feel comfortable calling an attorney, you should speak up at work, because you are protected from any good faith complaints you make about discrimination, even if you're wrong. So some people don't want to levy that allegation because they're worried about, what if I get proven wrong? But if you register that complaint, you do it in writing, and then you do end up getting terminated, and you can show that complaint to the employment lawyer when you talk to them, that's going to help us put together a stronger case for you, because not only will there be a discrimination case, but there'll also be a retaliation case.